Wait, what the?
Real treaters, nab the sweets.
We're gonna fucking get.
Alright, so you kill somebody
Wait.
and then they drop candy and then you go in and take that
Respawn?
candy and it counts as a point
No,
for
wait,
your
we
team.
This shit is fun. Did I TK?
No. It's like a battle mode.
Well, do I respawn?
First treat
Oh
to
my
the
God.
tricksters.
I'm a whore, my aim. Got one. They got two though.
Someone's below me.
My team like stopped blowing ass.
Sweet point.
That one. I got it! I got candy! Let's go!
Get the candy and it'll count as a point for our team, please. Please,
Also,
Ethan.
Where's the candy?
Oh my gosh, you're fat. You're actually fat.
You're,
Die trying to get
your
fucking
mom.
candy, dude. That's how any fat dude dies.
Fuck up.
Gets shot by Candy Time employees. Oh my gosh.
Okay, my aim was ass that time. We got candy, my G.
I know.
Oh my god, get down!
Oh, he's on top.
Respawn,
He's really on
respawn, I
top.
need to get candy! I need to get candy!
Get the candy, my child.
Oh yeah, get shit on.
Where? Ethan, we must regroup.
You sound like a little bitch. Yo, someone just jumped down.
Dude, fuck my
Oh my
life.
god! Are you fucking kidding me? Castle, you suck!
Aren't you?
We could fucking snipe each other from here.
I know. Uh-oh. Who the entire fuck? Like, put my existence to an end.
I could camp like
We've been
COD.
denied.
Fucking camp like white
Behind
people.
you, Ella, you stupid fuck.
Excuse me? Ah! Ah!
Only if I had a heartbeat sensor. Oh, I see you. I saw someone. Yeah, what a ting ting. Yo,
Fucking
12
bitch. Haha. So she's
Take
no longer
his
with us.
candy. Oh, and our friend just fucking got shit on.
Vigorously. But okay. Fuck do we make it up there?
Crap, Lefty 07. What?
I love how to access one of
Holy-
the second stories of the building you have to be an American Ninja Warrior.
I mean, yeah.
What we can't take, we'll eat.
Yes, we ate candy. No!
Where's that?
Your mom. Let's go. Your mom.
How
and
did
your
this
dad.
fucking bitch, dude? Only. Or like Asian urban legends, because everybody knows those are scariest, and let's get to it.
Alright. Number 1. Whatever the fuck.
Number 1.
Number. Go. Read it.
I'm searching it up, you jackass.
I'll do the second one when we're playing.
Urban legends. Japanese. Wait, no, hold on, I
There's
got
the
this.
Filipino ones.
Oh my gosh, dude, this scary story is perfect for kids. You guys ready to hear my sexy ass voice? Okay, so 8 feet tall, or Hashishaku-sama, is a Japanese urban legend about a tall woman who abducts children. She's 8 feet tall, wears a long white
So
dress.
she's a pedophile, is what
You're a
saying.
fucking pedophile. You understand me?
You're a pedophile.
Dude, you actually talk about you abducting kids and harming them.
Okay, read.
You
Read.
weird.
No,
Okay.
that's
Hachishaku
just
Sama is a
murder.
Japanese urban
That's just
legend who is
murder.
about 8 feet tall. She abducts children, wears a long white dress, and makes it sound like whoa, 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 whoa. My grandparents lived in Japan. Every summer, my parents would take me there on a holiday to visit them. They lived in a small village and they had a big backyard. I loved to play there during the summer. When we arrived, my grandparents welcomed me with open arms. I was their only grandchild, so they spoiled me. The last time I saw
Man,
them
fuck you.
was
You're
the
only
summer when I
grandchild.
was
Fuck
8 years
you.
old. As usual, my parents booked a flight to Japan, and we drove from the airport to my grandparents' house. They were delighted to see me and had a lot of little presents to give me. My parents wanted to have some time by themselves, so after a few days, they took a trip to another part of Japan, leaving me in the care of my grandma and my grandpa. One day, I was playing out in the backyard. My grandparents were inside the house. It was a hot summer's day, and I lay down on the grass to rest. I stared up at the clouds and enjoyed the feeling of the soft rays of the sun and the gentle breeze. Just as I was about to get up, I heard a strange sound. Oh, oh, oh.
Bull.
Oh.
Bull.
Yeah, that's the sound I make in bed. I didn't know what it was,
Okay,
and it was
yeah,
hard to
you're
figure out
retarded.
where it was coming from. Dude, ask your mom. That's actually the sound I make.
You're your dad.
Damn it. And it was hard to figure out where it was coming from. It sounded
was coming
almost
out
like
of my
somebody was making the
ass.
noise themselves, as if they were just saying "whoa, whoa,"
Bull.
over and over
Bruh.
again in a deep masculine voice. I was looking around, searching for the source of the noise, when I suddenly noticed something on top of the tall hedges that enclosed the backyard. It was a straw hat.
It was my
It
dick.
wasn't resting on the hedge, it was behind it. That's where the sound was coming from. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then the hat began to move, as if somebody was wearing it. The hat stopped at a small gap in the hedge, and I could see a face peering through. It was a woman, but the hedges were high, almost 8 feet tall. I was surprised at how tall the woman was. I wondered if she was wearing stilts or some sort of huge high heel shoes.
Shut up.
Shoes. How did that turn into a sound effect?
I don't know. Read.
Alright.
Hard.
Shoes. Then a split later.
Broccoli.
Okay. A split second later, she walked off and the strange noise disappeared with her fading into the distance. Bewildered, I got up and wandered into the house. Oh my gosh, why does my brain have to start trip walking now? Bewildered, I got up and wandered back into the house. My grandparents were in the kitchen drinking tea. I sat down at the table, and after a while, I told my grandparents what I had seen. They weren't really paying attention to me until I mentioned the distinctive sound. Bo, bo, bo. As soon as I said that, both of them suddenly froze. Grandma's eyes grew wide, and she covered her mouth with her hand. Grandpa's face became very serious, and he grabbed me by the arm. "This is important," he said, in an intense voice. "You must tell us exactly how tall was she." "As tall as the garden hedge," I replied, beginning to get scared. My grandfather bombarded me with questions. Where was she standing? When did this happen? What did you do? Did she see you? I tried to answer all his questions as best as I could. He suddenly rushed out of the hallway and made a phone call. I couldn't hear what he was saying. I looked over at my grandma and she was trembling. Grandpa came barging back into the room and spoke to my grandmother. "I've got to go out for a while," he said. "You stay with the child. Don't take your eyes off him for a second." "What's going on, Grandpa?" I cried. He looked at me with a sad expression in his eyes and said, "You've been liked by the Hachishaku-sama." With that, he hurried out, got into his truck, and drove off. I turned to my grandmother and cautiously asked, "Who's the Hachishaku-sama?" "Don't worry," she replied in a shaking voice. "Grandpa will do something. There's no need for you to worry." As we sat nervously in the kitchen, waiting for my grandfather to come back, she explained what was happening. She told me there was a dangerous thing that was haunting the area. They called it Hachishaku-sama because of its height. In Japanese, Hachishaku-sama means 8 feet tall. It takes on the appearance of an extremely tall woman that makes a sound like bo, 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 in a deep male voice. It appears slightly differently depending on who sees it. Some say it looks like a haggard old woman in a kimono, and others say it is a girl in a white funeral shroud. One thing that never changes is its height and the sound it makes. a long time ago, was captured by monks, and they managed to confine it in a ruined building on the outskirts of a village. They trapped it using 4 small religious statues called Jizos that they placed at the north, south, east, and west of the ruins, and it wasn't supposed to be able to move from there. Somehow, it managed to escape. The last time it appeared was 15 years ago. My grandmother said that anyone who saw it 8 feet tall was destined to die within a few days. It all sounded so crazy. I wasn't sure what to believe. When Grandpa came back, there was an old woman with him. She introduced herself as Kason and handed me a small crumpled piece of parchment paper, saying, "Here, take this and hold it." Then, she and Grandpa went upstairs to do something. Okay, that's sus. I was left alone in the kitchen with my grandmother again. I needed to go to the toilet. Granny followed me to the bathroom and wouldn't let me shut the door. I was beginning to get really frightened by all this. After a while, Grandpa and Kason took me upstairs and brought me into my bedroom. The windows were covered in newspapers, and lots of ancient runes had been written on all of them. There were small bowls of salt on all 4 corners of the room, and a small Buddha figure placed at the center of the room on top of a wooden box. There was also a bright blue bucket. "What's the bucket for?" I asked. "That's for your pee and poo,"
My
Grandpa
piss.
replied. Kei-san sat me down on the bed and said, "Soon the sun will be setting, so listen carefully. You must stay in this room until tomorrow morning. You will not come out under any circumstances until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Your grandmother and grandfather will not speak to you or call you until then, so remember, do not leave this room for any reason. I will let your parents know what is going on." She spoke in such a grave tone that all I could do was quietly nod in my head. "You have to follow Kei-san's instructions to the letter," Grandpa told me, "and never let go of the parchment she gave you. And if anything happens, pray to Buddha and make sure you lock his door when we leave." They walked, or make sure you lock this door when we leave. They walked out into the hallway, and after saying goodbye to them, I closed the bedroom door and I locked it. I turned on the TV and tried to watch, but I was so nervous I felt sick to my stomach. Grandma had left me some snacks and rice balls, but I couldn't eat them. I felt like I was in prison, and I was very depressed and scared. I lay down on the bed and waited. Before I knew it, I was asleep. When I woke up, it was just 1 a.m. after all of us. Fuck, don't text me right now. When I woke up, it was just after 1 a.m. All of a sudden, I realized that something was tapping on the window. I felt the blood drain from my face, and my heart skipped a beat. I desperately tried to calm myself down, telling myself it was just the wind playing tricks, or maybe the branches of a tree. I turned up the volume on TV to drown out the tapping noise. Eventually, it stopped altogether. That was when I heard my grandpa calling me. "Are you okay in there?" he asked. "If you're scared, you don't have to stay in there all alone. I can come in and keep company." I smiled and rushed over to open my door, but then I stopped in my tracks. I had goosebumps all over my body. It sounded like my grandpa's voice, but somehow it was different. I couldn't tell what it was, but I just knew. "What are you doing?" Grandpa asked. "Can you open the door now?" I glanced to my left, and a chill went down my spine. The salt in the bowls was slowly turning black. I backed away from the door. My whole body was trembling with fear. I felt my knees in front of the Buddha statue, and I clutched the piece of parchment tightly in my hand. I started desperately praying for help. "Please save me from the Hachishaku Sama," I wailed. Then I heard the voice outside the door saying, "Bo, bo, bo." The tapping on the window started up again. I was overcome by fear, and I crouched there in front of the statue, half crying and half praying for the rest of the night. I felt like it would never end, but eventually it was morning. The salt in the 4 bowls was pitch black. I checked my watch. It was 7:30 a.m. I cautiously opened the door. Grandma and Kei-san were standing outside waiting for me. When she saw my face, Grandma burst into tears. "I'm so glad you're still alive," she said. I went downstairs and was surprised to see my father and mother sitting in the kitchen. Grandpa came in and said, "Hurry up, we've got to get going." We went to the front door, and there was a large black van waiting in the driveway. Several men from the village were standing around it, pointing at me and whispering, "That's the boy." The van was a 9-seater, and they put me in the middle, surrounded by 8 men. Kei-san was in the driver's seat. I bet Riley Reid would love that. The man on my
Shut
left
up.
looked down at me and said, "You've got yourself in quite a spot of trouble. I know you're probably worried. Just keep your head down and your eyes shut. We can't see it, but you can. Don't open your eyes until we've got you safely out of here." Grandpa drove in front of my dad's car, was following behind. When everyone was ready, our little convoy started moving. We were going fairly slow around joint. Maxie, quit! Hold on, what is my dog doing? Oh.
Alright. Continue.
20 kilometers per hour, maybe less. After a while, Kason said, "This is where it gets hard," and started muttering a prayer under her breath. Then that was when I heard the voice. Bull, bull, bull. I clutched the parchment Kason had given me tightly in my hand. I kept my head down, but I peeked outside. I saw a white dress fluttering in the breeze. It was moving along the van. It was Hachishaku-sama. She was outside the window. She was keeping pace with us. Then suddenly she bent down and peered into the van. "No!" I gasped. The man beside me shouted, "Close your eyes!" I immediately shut my eyes as hard as I could and tightened my grip on the piece of parchment. Then the tapping began. Tap, tap, tap. Race on glade. Race on it. I'm gonna show you how to bag a Okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh, did I just do that? Did I just unironically do that
Come
for
on,
a joke? I
breathe.
told myself. Hold on!
Do it.
Edit that
Read.
out! Edit that out.
Fuck you, read. I will.
Edit
read.
that out.
Now. I will. Read!
Okay, the
Stupid
voice
fuck.
became louder. Bull. Bull. Bull.
Oh!
There was tapping on the windows all around us. All of the men in the van were startled on edge, muttering nervously to themselves. They couldn't see 8 feet tall, and they couldn't hear her voice, but they could hear tapping on the windows. Kason started praying louder and louder until she was almost shouting. The tension inside the van was unbearable. After a while, the tapping stopped and the voice disappeared. Kason looked back at us and said, "I think we're safe now." All the men around me breathed a sigh of relief. The van pulled over to the side of the road and the men got out. They transferred me into my dad's car. My mother held me close and tears were running down her cheeks. Grandpa and my father bowed to the men and they went on their way. Kason came to the window and asked me to show her the piece of parchment she had given me. When I opened my hand, I saw that it was completely black. I was gonna make a really racist joke until I realized that it was a really racist joke. Alright, now I'll continue. "I think you will be okay now," she said. "But just be sure, hold on to this for a while." She handed me a new piece of parchment. After that, we drove straight to the airport and Grandpa saw us safely on the plane. When we took off, my parents breathed a sigh of relief and my father told me he had heard about 8 feet tall before. Years ago, his friend had been liked by her. The boy disappeared and was never seen again. My father said there were people who had been liked by her and lived to tell about it. They all had to leave Japan and settle down in foreign countries. They were never able to go back to their homeland. She always chooses children as her victims. They say it's because children are dependent on their parents and family members. This makes them easier to deceive when she poses as their relatives. He said the men in the van were all blood relatives of mine, and that's why they had been sitting all around me and why my father and grandpa had been driving in the front and back. It was all done to try and confuse the Hachishaku-sama. It took a while to contact everyone and get them all together so that, oh my Jesus, why?
Fucking stop stuttering, you Jew!
So that was why I had to be confined in a room all night. I wasn't stuttering, I was remixing the story. Little bit.
Yeah, you're remixing like
Yeah.
a retard.
Alright.
Okay, now
He told
back
me
to the
that
gameplay.
He told me that one of the little Jesus statues, the ones that were meant to keep her trapped, had been broken. That's how she escaped. It gave me chills. I was glad we finally got back home. All of this happened more than 10 years ago. I haven't seen my grandparents since then. I haven't been able to so much as set foot
Oh
in the
my
country.
god.
After I would
know what,
call
I'm-
them every few weeks and talk to them on the phone. Over the years, I would try to convince myself that it was just an urban legend, that everything that happened was just some elaborate prank, but sometimes I'm not so sure. My grandfather died 2 years ago when he was sick. He wouldn't allow me to visit him, and he left strict instructions. In his will, I wasn't to attend his funeral. It was all very sad. My grandmother called a few days ago, said that she has been diagnosed with cancer. She missed me terribly and wanted to see me one last time before she died. Are you sure, Grandma? I asked. Is it safe? She said, it's been 10 years, she said. All that happened a long time ago. It's all forgotten. You're all grown up now, and I'm sure it won't be a problem. But, what about Hachishaku-sama? I said. For a moment, there was silence on the other end of the phone. Then I heard a deep, masculine voice saying, "Bull, bull, bull." So that was quite the story.
That was trash. I've heard this story so many times.
No, you have not. Shut your face. You actual
Yeah,
Grinch,
you
dude.
shut. Now you read, dude. Now you play the game so you can have some game.
You probably got one kid that sexually enjoyed being on Santa's lap.
Yeah, perhaps. I'm fucking kidding. Alright, can we play some cash? I will read out the next story. You
Alright.
just search it up.
Search
So
it.
we won't have any fucking stutters like you.
Fuck off. My stutters are beautiful. People enjoy them. They get off to them. I promise you.
Hey, you're ugly. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm ugly. Shut the fuck up. Shut the entire genuine fuck up. Why in the good name of God's entire left nipple are you talking right now? You're calling me ugly.
What?
My dude out here
What?
built like Barnacle Boy and
Bro,
SpongeBob at the same
You
time.
look like a fucking depressed fish. Shut up.
Dude, you look like depressed
Fuck.
depression. You're actually the human version of a voice crack. Don't even
Close
talk.
out. I don't want to play Sugar Fry. This shit is trash.
What do you mean this shit's trash? Your mom is trash.
Your mom, your dad, and you.
We try out AK-12 since it's fucking OP.
AK-12.
Lasers,
Yeah.
absolute laser. Shut up. You probably look like Pulse.
Do you want a folk legend or what? Do you want a folk legend? Do you want a urban
My
legend?
dude is
What
like
do
if
you
Bad Breath was a person. Alright, I'll stop.
I want a scary ass story.
Then go for like Asian urban legends. Those are like the scary types.
Hey, what about the rake?
The Rake, go ahead.
Oh wait, no. Everyone
see
knows
the-
about it.
Let's see the work.
How about we just do a ritual off of camera?
Yeah. Let's not even record it, you know? But then let's put it on our YouTube channels.
No, like off camera but with audio.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll have like other,
Damn, that lottery
other
popped like
microphones.
fatty.
Ever woken from dreams?
I think I'm fat.
Okay.
Look at that big ass
Yeah, like-
lollipop
You know
though.
what isn't real, treaters? Nab the
Like in the background, I could just have other microphones picking up audio. Now if I hear a ghost speak, I'm gonna harass it with sexual
Oh.
intent.
Oh, okay. Who the fuck?
Oh, who the
Bitch
fuck am I?
stole
What
my
they
entire
say?
candy
What
and
they-
dunked me. Some
First
disrespect.
treat to the tricksters.
Bitch. I'm back for that rebound.
Really
Oh,
gonna
I noticed
rebound
too late.
shit. Oh. No, I just got fucking destroyed. Good shit. Anyways, you're bad at the game. Oh,
Yeah.
you're
You
garbage.
blow hot bag ass cheeks. What are you going on about? Where your mom left, dude?
Your dad.
Yours? I don't know.
Wee.
Sweet in the bag.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, fuck you. Get shit on.
AK-12 is an actual laser. It's actually unfair that they have it. I'm gonna sneak.
Ah! Fucking hate this game.
What the fuck?
Oh,
I don't know the layouts of this map. This is unfair.
who does? What the fuck?
Okay, that's embarrassing.
Your dad, your mom.
Mirror candy.
Shut up.
I sound like a fat chick.
You're fat. I sound like a fat chick. You look like a fucking
What does
depressed
I mean?
No! I. You like fat cock, I know it.
What's wrong?
Like,
Mental.
you like
What is genuinely
ginormous.
wrong with your brain?
You like ginormous cock, I know it. Oh my fucking god.
Are you fucking kidding me? The fact that I domed him.
This is why I hate this game.
That's why I hate your
Escape
mom.
mode.
Shut up.
I hate your dad. No, you.
Why do you hate this game mode? Is it because you blow ass?
No, I genuinely want to play regular right now.
You mean casual, jackass?
Yes, casual. Like,
What?
The lead.
what? Oh my fuck. Frostbite 1902. Me camp like a bitch. Behind you, dumb. Oh my god. You blow ass with the AK.
Shut her up.
What do you mean?
Oh my god. This recoil.
Please stand there.
No!
Please stand there. Please stand there.
More
And this
kills.
fucking dumbass
Drifters in
dude.
the lead.
What is wrong with me and my aim? What's up with my recoil control now? Hello, get out of the. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is why I don't want to play this.
This is fun. I like it. It's fun. We're having fun.
Yes, we're having fun, but I'm getting shit on at the moment.
Just flip it around. Duh.
Alright, bet.
Oh my gosh.
Stupid. Fuck, I could have shot him.
The thermite is no longer with us.
Oh, I'm gonna play on PC. Or, not PC, keyboard after this. Shit's annoying.
Why?
You're dumb. Oh, hello there. Oh, you fucking asshole.
What do you mean?
shoot
He
him.
dropped down in front of me.
I was gonna shoot him, you.
He
Dumbass.
wanted to harm either of us. It was every man for
Bum.
himself at that point. Shut up.
Five minutes.
Are you?
Grab what
Fuck
you
you. M14 Dex. Me very good. Ooh.
No.
This game. Yeah, shut up, your mom.
You just told me to shut up, my mom. Damn it, dude. Fuck my life.
Peek! Peek! What? I tagged him in the head!
Hey, at least I'm running.
Why? Now we're
Whoa.
fighting, fucking stupid ass.
What just happened? Go get my candy. Go get my candy. Please go get my candy. Please
Shut
go
up.
get my candy.
Shut up.
Whatever,
I'm not
dude.
fat.
Oh my
Eat
gosh, that's
candy.
not the point. Yeah. No, you're fat. Shut up. You chubby whore.
I'm not. No, Chris is fat. He's the only fat one in our group. Wait, Amani's actually really big.
All I need is 11 bullets. I'm telling you now. All I need is 11
Oh,
bullets.
dead.
Gotta spot the enemy before he spots me.
need 11 bullets to kill someone. Shut the fuck up.
I genuinely only need 11 bullets. Trust in me.
Sweet point.
Candy! Finally!
Denied.
Candy!
Cake is ours. We're halfway there.
We're halfway there, my G. What? Let me vote, you stupid fuck.
Okay, I kinda need more than 11 bullets.
May you rest in peace.
Both bad.
You're bad.
Oh my gosh, I somehow ended up winning.